Welcome to the channel. It's your boy Dev once again. Alright, now for the ones who are really, going through, different changes at these current times, like these real tough times, and probably the ones who really don't understand like what's going on or developing a new type of consciousness, which probably is, something that you are developing as a person, or getting into that, new thought of mind, right? So only for the ones who are willing to listen, it's the wisdom is only for the ears who are willing to listen, right? So this topic, right? Your higher self. Now, everybody has this calling. Some people it just fly past their heads, and I'm gonna tell you, like, from the jump, like 2020 was one of the years that I became, woke, and I was in a relationship, and I was already reading and studying about, the things I was already, what was going on, or how I was coping with a lot of things and developing a new consciousness, okay? And I was just going through it, I was just going through my readings, my teachings, and it just brought a thought to me, and I was going through some things, I was going through some times, and don't get me wrong, this is what actually brought the best out of me, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't the one who was willing to let go. Okay, I wasn't ready for it until it happened, but I felt like the studies and the wisdom teachings that was being brought to me was preparing me for that, you know what I'm saying? And it all happened in a sudden, you get what I'm saying? So it was just like I knew that something was gonna take place sooner or later, but I just wasn't ready, right then and there for any sudden changes to really develop, so going through that, right? Going through a breakup actually drove me to go more within, like within myself, like that would really, drove me into me studying more, looking within more, I was, stress and pressure plays a big part, and a lot of people who are currently watching this video, if you've been drawn to this video, you could probably relate. A lot of people have been going through tough times and don't really understand about what's going on. Don't get me wrong, bro, it's not your fault. You can't be, upset about what you really don't know. And to me, things come back, even though if you can, tell the truth or work with different things. But me, I didn't know any better. I gotta be honest, I didn't know any better. But I can try to, spread truth to what I can do to provide, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's something in my heart that I gotta relate to, I will, so when things come back, they come back quick, you know what I'm saying? You might not be ready for it, you may or may not be, but some people just probably weren't prepared for any type of changes that really happen. And this is what can happen when you actually going within yourself or coming into a new consciousness. You probably just got to be separated from different people and try to work with it. But pressure is what actually gets you through what you're going through, because now you got to work within, you got to work on yourself. I'm not the type to go out my way, during situations and, going to the ego to try to develop that within. No, that is not the right way, bro. I'm gonna tell you now, bro, that is not the right way. Now I got a couple notes here, right? And like I said, bro, the breakup, what did it to me? It did it. I'm not gonna lie, it did it to me. And I actually had this conversation, with my moms, and she was like, I gotta be real with y'all, because a lot of people really don't understand, like, when certain things do take place, it make you see things differently than what it is, right? And books, this would, help me go through a lot. Wisdom. I was actually getting into like Egyptian yoga, Kemetic tree of life, understanding about the cosmos, the different deities that operate within the universe, all said, wisdom, mama, that mama bear, she protects you. She will guard you during these tough times. You just got to be willing to listen. You always just got to be willing to focus and listen. You know what I'm saying? Don't go out your way to do something that don't feel right with your heart. So books, reading, studying, which helped me develop as a person. That actually helped me grow, instead of going outward, putting hate on people, talking about or gossip, It's no need to wage war. Like, there is no need, because we don't know like if it's good or negative for us, like during these tough times. And it could also be good for you. Put yourself in a good pedestal, something positive. You always gotta turn to the ego. You get what I'm saying? Like, the ego is something that we can't always dwell or go to when something bad take place. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta relax, calm down and just go within. Like, even for me, like when I was going through what I was going through, then like I was working out, reading, trying to stay focused on myself, trying to, cope with a lot of things. Don't get me wrong, it's tough, but it takes time. Discipline takes time. And I gotta be honest with y'all, like, that's something that, we have to develop as people. Like, if you on that spiritual path, if you on that journey to making your life better, and that's something that I really want to relate to a lot of people out there who probably is going through this, or probably still going through this, or waking up to that consciousness now, but probably not, consciously aware of how to handle it. And me, I was really like, I was like too agitated, but I knew, like, dang, like this is it hurt. Like, I was going through it, trying to see about different answers on what happened, or how things, happen, or, certain things like that. But another thing that I did that a lot of people really need to understand and try to work on is to try to develop faith. Try to develop faith, because we don't know the end game. We don't know what can possibly take place after things, occur. Like, my whole life did a whole 180. After I started getting into my readings, I became a vegan. I started working out more, focusing on myself. I started actually dropping off the negative behaviors that was within me to help me grow. That's something that I'm proud about. I gave up a lot. Like, I am not the old me who I used to be. Like, this is that calling that I know that there's something better, something greater in the future. The bigger picture. So that's why I developed faith and started continue on my journey and keep moving. Because something deep down inside me was like, Dev, just keep focusing on yourself, keep working on yourself. Things will probably end up being better in the favor. And I didn't go out my way to seek different things, or seek someone else, or talk, or gossip, or look, external for answers. No, that I didn't. So I was just really, I was just focusing deeply. Just maintaining on me, working out, studying, and I barely, was actually watching. I don't watch TV no more. Like, that's something else. Like, when I started to open up my third eye, my pineal, I started looking at TV and stuff, not for the entertainment, but for the message that it's bringing to us as people, So this is something that I started to develop. Then I started getting more in my studies, writing down different notes on how to, work with different things to try to deal with the feathers within us, like the different, habits that you have to control, all the senses that's within you. Like, you got to be able to control some of these things in order to really to develop, And that's something I had to do within. You can't let other people determine that for you. You can't. You can't look outside for that. You can't look at, how other people handle it. You got to go within. You got to develop that faith within you to know that you're going to be okay. So for the ones who are going through a lot, if you are coming into that spiritual, or that higher mindset of consciousness, it's okay. Pressure is okay, because it's really going to determine you. It's really going to determine who you are as a person. How you stand out alone. How you feel about being alone. Do it make you feel good, comfortable? Are you, you more protected by yourself? Do you feel better by yourself? It will really determine who you are as a person. Be strong. You gotta be strong, you know? And also another thing, try to get more books in. Like, I study a lot. Like, reading was something that helped me go through, the pressure that was taking place. But just understand, bro, you on the winning side now. Mama got you. Believe in nature. Go out there. Look at the trees. Feel the sun. Talk to Ra. It'll make you feel very, very powerful for the ones who are, even the Latinos, us melanated beings. It'll make you feel very, very powerful about who you are as a person. And knowing me, bro, I'm a Capricorn. So I'm very grounded, because we are the father of time, structure, boundaries, self-reliant being, the very foundation. I'm cardinal earth, feminine. We are the earth, grounded. I am the foundation of the earth. This is what made me, become into more of my studies. Grounding myself. Having, that self-reliant. I'm very self-reliant. I don't need anything outside of myself. And that's what I developed. Faith. For the ones who are out there that's probably is going through a lot, pressure, it's okay. It's okay. Y'all probably just, you needed that breakup or that separation, which I did, and sometimes it didn't go, to me. It didn't, cross my mind until I was actually going through it. I was going through it, I was hurt. Yeah, I was hurt. Like I was there. I was in that space. It felt like fire. Like you probably just agitated and you got that feeling on your back that you don't know what might take place, or that thought, your subconscious probably telling you something that you probably shouldn't even be thinking about. That was me. And you know what? When you get that separation and really focus on yourself, it get better. It get better. Because not only are you focusing on yourself, you developing the powers within you. You develop that strength. And it feels good that you did it without needing help from nobody else or a different type of source or anybody to put words in your head, but you actually went within your heart. That's an oracle. You go within, it's beautiful. And that's all you need. That's the calling. To know that you don't need nobody else but yourself. It's deep. So yeah. So for the ones who are developing that consciousness, y'all are strong. Y'all have that heart. Y'all got that gift. Yes. You all do. As long as you're willing to tap into yourself. Tap into yourself. Have faith in yourself. And everything will be good. You'll be just fine. I've been there. I've been there. Was it tough? Definitely. I can't sit here and lie to you. Experience in my life. It's an experience in my life that I just had to go through, man. And I went through that fire and I beat it. Because they want you to know, or the cosmos, or the force that made, those changes happen. They want you to know your strength. Are you willing to look outside yourself to go get that, that pleasure, that bliss again? Are you willing to take the heat? Take the pain of working on yourself? Shadow work. Are you willing to do that? That's what they look for. Strength. Or you just be weeded out. Don't go towards negativity. Always have wisdom. Be wise. Be wise. Don't ever go outside yourself to seek something just because something didn't go your way. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's no need. It's really going to only show who you are as a person. That's the honest truth. So just work on yourself. You, beautiful being, your beautiful spirit, soul, you know, that is you. You are very strong and powerful. Go within, you know, develop trying to read, you know, different books, you know. That's basically more than likely like what I was getting into, focusing on myself, reading, you know, not letting different things bother my mind. Gotta let go to grow. I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. I will be posting another one soon, you know. Please like and, you know, share this video to the people who are willing to listen, you know. But if y'all please just give it a thumbs up. I hope a lot of people that really need to see this video, okay? And I appreciate y'all. All the beings, the spirit beings, you know, the conscious community. Y'all here. This is it, you know. And for the ones who are actually developing a new higher consciousness or actually going through, you know, tough times, you got it. You got it. Goddess. God. You got it. Just go within. Use your heart chakra. Use your heart. Listen to it. And it'll tell you everything that you need to know. Catch up. I'm out.